welcome back to our Traveling Tuesday.
We're on our way to the Temple by the Sea, Castle Rock.
The beautiful Castle Rock. And speaking of beautiful, Ren, you're 19 years with Amazing Spaces today. That's a really big one.
It's a big one. I'm super blessed. It's exciting every day. I'm always learning new things, and this is fabulous to do with you.
And what a cool job, eh?
It's a cool job. We're going to see incredible spaces. How often do we get to sit in double volume space with our legs over into the space? This house is all this build. It's not necessarily, it doesn't even feel like a house.
This is a retreat.
Yeah, it is a retreat.
The space is full of air, full of light, curvature everywhere. They play with texture and color. I'm obsessed with the color in here. The way that light falls and, you know, upstairs looks completely different to downstairs.
But it's almost the lack of color. And the architects who built this, Noero Architects, they're all about creating spaces that are not too big. They find a space and they build something that is part of the nature, that isn't a huge footprint, but it's all about the quality. And the people that built this wanted this. They had an idea, which I thought was so wonderful, speaking to the owners that have it now, is that they want it to be like a chakra. There's all of that in here. We've got kind of the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the root being in the fire. There used to be a copper table that was also about the fire. And you go, but I imagine, and I don't know that this is true, but like the bedrooms could be like the heart chakra. Then the roof actually opens.
It's probably one of my favorite features in here. The way that this house completely invites the light and the sky in as one. I mean, that bedroom, it's as if it's a piece of artwork on its own. It's completely framed your scenery.
Yes, absolutely. We're in the elements here. I mean, the southeaster can pull through here. So if you're not able to be on the rocks or in the sea, you want to be able to come into the space and actually sort of just, you can open the door. So we've got a light breeze coming in, which is so clever because you get to be part of it, but also have a bit of reprieve from all that.
And just coming back to that texture, the way that the architects really made this building blend into its surroundings. I mean, that wooden slat on the outside, it feels like it almost mimics a ship moving forward on the water. But I love how you compare this building to a shell, like you're crawling into a little seashell over here.
And I think this house really does come alive. I mean, most of our houses do, they come alive at night, but even now, there's a muted tone. We've got this almost pastel-y sky this afternoon. We just passed Simonstown. You would never know, you can't see anything else here except the sea, the beautiful seaweed. I believe the Octopus Teacher was filmed just below.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel the name of this building, once again, you hit the nail on the head, it's a match made because it has the sense of sturdy structure like a castle, but the texture resembles the sandy, beachy feel and like a rock.
It makes me think about architects like Tadao Ando, who's a Japanese architect, or even Peter Zumthor. Their architecture was all about the light coming in, the space being part of
nature.
We get that here as we sit, and then we think, well, why do people shoot here? I mean, it's quite a far way to come.
Yes.
But they do.
People love it.
They do. And we've had like a movie called Geboxte Liefde. It was like these kind of young people in a getaway.
Yeah.
So that was kind of different, but we've had a number of micro shoots that are kind of what we call the smaller shoot elements, where they film car shoots right outside. It's that, you know, that structure, you're talking about that wood structure.
Yeah. So
the car is right there. And then a number of other shoots where they've used the frontage to put like tables and you know, kind of dress them with their beautiful products, because you've got setting of the sea.
I can only imagine, from product to fashion to really anything that they want to shoot here, it has that layering effect that you can't actually get any closer. You're invited in as soon as you step through that front door. It's drawn in this flow of a movement, like a wave going through onto the shore. The architect did such a beautiful job with that. There is a lot of movement here, and the homeowner has dressed it beautifully. I love the red piano.
I know, it just gives us this little cheek.
Yes.
It's so cheeky.
The
space like this.
That yellow strip in the kitchen, it was one of the first things I noticed when we first came here. It is that little pop. It's that contradiction between all these natural elements.
Yes.
And it ties in with the taps upstairs by the bathroom and the basin over there. And movement, once again, that flows. The basins that are round and the lamps, shades that are round. So it's that mimic
the elements in a way as well, because it's not aggressive.
Yes.
You know, even though in a way the structure's got this, it's like a light brutalism. Once again, we hark to kind of brutalism, but it's very light, and brutalism often looked at the elements and the architecture, and this one, it disappears. It's there and it's not there.
Yes.
It's a relaxed space. In the retreat space is what the homeowners want. In fact, they have beautiful retreats here now.
It reminds me of our other location, Mount Lou Sanctuary. It's also playing with a lot of curvature, similar color tone palettes, and that breath of air that comes through. And this space does that. It's calming for the mind and
reminds you to breathe, right?
completely
Forget that. What they also mention is kind of a monastic feel. So it being a temple space. And when you see it, say the minimalistic bedrooms, well, the space and once again, it just all being the soft edges, there is this feeling of it being a temple. Everything is enclosed, so you don't get to see aggressive, like washing machines or anything, or the cupboards. They just all form part of the walls and the structure. I love how they're these beams, and that they're concrete beams. They're like structural and they are expressive. Perhaps they're even a wide open gesture or like a hug. I mean, I feel like we're totally getting
sucked into this place when you walk through the door.
Completely.
You've got those two arms on the outside.
And then the concrete has, it's like white concrete, and it has, when you come in and you see the color of it, it's crushed recycled glass within the cement.
I mean, what a play on that, you know, with the ocean and the sand, and you always pick up beautiful sea glass.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a beautiful connection.
Well, they did. They had an amazing builder, and the builder himself used local people from around here. And it's funny that as a shoot location, we often have people say that they want to be kind of more European gardens, but we've actually had a lot of international clients shooting here, even though there's fynbos.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a good point.
You know, and it may have kind of a Mediterranean feel about it still, but the fynbos hasn't been a deterrent at all.